But the shower looks like it will work. That's the landing. Perhaps we'll take a look in the smaller of the two rooms. It's very hot up in here and we need to vacuum it. Those white things are actually what they use on the outside of the windows to make them look a little bit more like old-fashioned windows. Offcuts of carpet from our bedroom. These are not going to stay forever, but they're probably handy enough. Gosh, the floor is actually really warm where the sun's been hitting it. Okay. Strange little things left around. You can actually see the space to the eaves. That's over 4 feet here. It's about 4.5 feet almost. And then this level here is actually approximately to my shoulder. So it's quite high. And it's not shy of light. Again here, so these I'd say are almost 4 feet high actually. 4 feet high by about 4 foot deep. That space there is going to take up what we have in our own attic, which is a lot for the now. Might as well take a look out these northern windows. They're a slightly boring view of like just green hills, and I hope they're getting it's beautiful. Okay, and then looking south, you can see that great big brown hill. I've got condensation on these windows, so it's actually really hard to tell. Might be able to see better there. You can hear the road, but it's all right. So this is the smaller of the rooms. It's got locks on it. And then you've got a better sense of this landing. It's a proper landing, you know. It's, oh, let's say, 1.5 meters probably. And then there's this room which has all the built-ins. Same construction. That headboard will need to be removed, but it's not going to cause any trouble for the moment. And then you've got those built-ins, and of course there's that little door. We're going to go in there. I photographed it well, but it's nice to have a video. It's very, very, very short door, but I only have to duck a little bit because I am very, very, very short. There's some strange little shelves. You can see that better this way. It's quite narrow as well. And dusty. Okay. This wall's much easier to see from the photograph I took. It's never going to be this tidy again. That is actually a very deep cupboard. And when I say very deep, it's 6 foot long. There's a light switch, but we don't actually need it. I can come right in. And I can stand in it without bumping my head, so it's got to be over 5 foot high. 5'1", maybe 5'2", because I do not actually bump my head. And I've measured it. I think Daddy measured it at about 6 foot long, possibly 2.5 wide, 3 3 wide perhaps. Then we've got this one. I'll stand back so you can see better. We've got those shelves in the corner and the way the roof joins. There's probably a fire alarm there, smoke alarm. There's this door, and then we've got the switches. That's the switch for that little room. It has a light in it. This, you turn that way. And this has a tank, which I believe heats the kitchen. Water. There's some built-in shelves that need finishing off, but the floor's sturdy enough. The eaves in here are not quite finished right to the back. Sorry, you can see my shadow there. But it's warm. That's my shadow. And that goes around there. That seems to be a plug point. And that looks like a cavity, which I'm not thrilled about. I don't know where that goes to. Interesting. I'll be throwing a light down there to find out what that's above. And a hole. Okay, worth noting. And here we go. Thermostat. And switch. And then we've got this, which I'm going to pause the video because I actually wanted to photograph this little area a bit better. Actually, no, I'll finish off what I'm doing. This doesn't feel as firm underfoot. It creaks a lot. And that looks like it goes back behind. There's some panels of MDF. They were obviously doing something, and that's a water thing. I can't quite read what that says. Can you make cold feed to hot water tank? It's floor shot out of valve. Not sure what that says. Okay, and there's another one over there, and these pipes that come up. Quite a few. They can go through the dishwasher. I was hoping she'd leave those actually. Have another little look at that tank. And I'll do a slow pan round of that fireplace. Probably won't be fixable. I won't bother to take a photograph actually, because it's not going to have much put in here. And out into this room, we must remember to turn the lights off. Otherwise we'll waste electricity. That window, I think, goes out to the west garden, but I can't see, so maybe you can. And then it's a bit of a strange ledge. Needs a bit of a clean up, but quite nice. This is actually a usable room, and I think we'll use it for the children's library, but it would also make a nice little sewing room. So we'll see, it might be a combination of both. And now I'm going to leave. I must remember to duck a little bit through that door. Okay, and these cupboards, again, they're not going to stay, but they're fine for a bit. Goodness me. Somebody's my age. We are R.I.P. And you. Goodness. Back when you were all young. Funny lot. A real blast from the 80s, that cupboard. Wasn't expecting that. And the other one there, nothing to see, nothing to report. Again, these have these long eaves. This was the dog room, so the carpet's not too fine. As you might see there, dead flies, stains, moth-eaten, dog scratched, who knows what. Mirror on the back of that door. Cupboards over there, and again the eaves that go right underneath. And we think these things, I don't know what that is. electromagnetic ultrasonic. Well, we'll find out eventually. These eaves go right the back behind that cupboard. Plenty of storage. And these little bits were used with poles to hang curtains along the length, just to screen it off, which we may yet do. Well, I'm happy too. It's a lovely house. Not much to see here. That person's a superstar. Funny lot of things in here. And that. And again, you've got the pair of windows that go facing towards the A1 there. You can see that brown field. That's the verge opposite and our tiny little road, which is awfully quiet. And who is at the door?
Hello.
Looks like it's Daddy. Well, that's in time for me to come downstairs.
Yes.
I was just filming these rooms so that we get a memory of them before they get full of our junk. And then upstairs.